So the first card I pulled was love. I decided to start the reading quickly so you actually stay here because I've noticed that a lot of people leave when they don't immediately know what the reading is going to be about. I get it, but also let's stay patient. We have love coming out, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, as well as coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, tragic endings. So there's immediately two paths. Okay, thank you for clarifying so I know which path to take. We have Phoenix coming out, new face and rekindle, renew, growth, changed mind, rise from the ashes. Can I get one more confirmation to see if the reading is going to be what I think it's going to be? Yes, this is the last card. Okay, camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception. So I feel like I'm channeling a collection who is coming out of, this could have been years ago already, and you're just now finding the way back to yourself. I'm channeling a collection that is coming out of a relationship. I'm not sure how this relationship, what it took from you, but all I know is that it feels like a new beginning. I'm not sure if it was a bad relationship or if you just naturally kind of lost touch with each other, right? But what I'm seeing here is that you're reminiscing, Six of Cups energy. You're thinking about this person, you're thinking about the relationship, how it changed you is what I'm hearing, how it changed your perspective and how it changed the relationship you have to yourself. It feels like you've been reborn, like you've been born again, and it has really helped your self-growth and self-love blossom much more than it did before. You're a little bit more focused on yourself now coming out of this connection, and you're not resentful. Maybe I should look at this card first. Okay, we have the Two of Swords coming out in the reverse, which is a confused state of mind. It's like you don't know which decision to make because there's so many emotions and informations like overloading you, kind of. Let's see. Let's clarify the Two of Swords, please. Okay, another blindfolded card. These are the only cards in the deck that come out with the figures blindfolded, which is always kind of like 222 on the timer, being being stuck in a cage of your own making, a bit of a victim mentality, like self-limiting beliefs. Basically, you're not sure that you can make a decision. You're not sure that you can. Okay, we're getting somewhere. You might be a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. A lot of fighting energy, like fighting with yourself is what I'm hearing though. You have the Seven of Wands coming out in the reverse as well as the Five of Wands. So it's like someone who's tired of love, someone who's been exhausted in the last relationship they have come out from. You might have not been in a toxic relationship or anything, but it's like, I'm going to grab that thought that just came into my head. I might be talking to someone who's a really intense lover. Your emotions are very intense. You might be like, when people talk about love bombing, that's just your normal way of loving someone. You might have a very open heart chakra and I'm sensing Venusian energy, so Libra, Taurus, just like someone who's very, very good at loving people. 333 on the timer, and this relationship has taken a lot from you is what I'm hearing. You, and the reason why I didn't think this was gonna be this was a toxic relationship that you came out of was because I didn't feel any sort of resentment, any kind of like evil energy focused on the person that you were broken up with. Like, this person broke up with you is what I'm hearing, but take it as it resonates. Again, it could have just been a natural like progress of like separating, a very naturally occurring separation process. But what I'm hearing here, because the five of Wands is usually conflict, people fighting against each other, but when it comes out in a reverse like this, it's almost like you just agree to disagree. You're like, okay, we're not getting anywhere fighting, so let's just move, like go our separate ways, let's just part ways and let's just move on. So this is what I'm guessing happened in this relationship, but you've come out of it stronger. Despite, you shouldn't be this happy. There's no other cards on the deck, so I'm gonna take these as the last ones. 444 in the timer. A lot of angel numbers, so you might be protected. You probably are, yeah. You are protected by your angels, by your spirit guides, by the universe at large, and you've come out of this relationship. It should have made you much more unhappy, But you've come out of this relationship really sure of yourself. I did have the feeling of self-love being amplified, 0505 on the timer, because of this end. Because of the end of this relationship, you started a new phase. You started looking at yourself differently. You started looking at people differently. I feel like you were blaming yourself for loving so hard in the beginning, but now you're really proud of the fact that you can muster up all these emotions, that you can even make them feel them in the first place. Not everyone can do that. So this is like a inner harmony, like happiness, because the 10 of Cups is usually like the absolute wish fulfillment. It's like bliss, like meeting your partner, perfect family, perfect living arrangements, circumstances and whatnot. But with the 10 of Cups and the Emperor coming out here, it's just finding union within. You really respect yourself. You respect yourself for the way you dealt with this situation. You respect yourself for the way you feel about this situation, the way you're dealing with your emotions. And I'd like to see what's up for you, like what's coming for you in the future, because we did have new beginnings coming out here. Nice. No other cards. So Cupid's arrow and mask. Okay, so there's some advice from spirit, from your spirit guides, from your higher self, from me. You're pulling in more love. So I might be talking to someone who's never been alone for a long while. They've always been in relationships. Somehow it just happened. You weren't even really looking. It just occurred naturally, right? And you are pulling in more love again. We did have the 10 of Cups coming out, so, and the Emperor, which I saw as yourself, but when we talk about union like that, you usually, when you are when you respect yourself so much, and when you go through a transition that teaches you how to love yourself and how to build a strong and sturdy identity, you inevitably pull in people that kind of mirror that energy back to you. So you might be pulling in an Emperor, but with Cupid's arrow, which says, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation struck by love, and mask coming out, hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight and personify. This could be advice from spirit to kind of take off the mask and try to sit with yourself first, try to figure out your own face, your own feelings, your own behaviors before you jump into another relationship, because you might project the characteristics from the past person you've been rejected by, or that you rejected, onto this new Emperor type archetype person that's coming into your life. So make sure to kind of cleanse your awareness, your perception of people. Try not to attach these new impressions that you get from people onto old ones that when they seem similar, but they're not really the same thing, you know? So that's just some advice. So you have love coming in, but it's feeling like a more grown-up version of love. This is not very giddy energy. It's like just both of you love not just each other, but yourselves fully already. So the type of love that comes out here is not as passionate as between people who are hurt, you know? When you love each other, it's a little bit more calm. Like when you love each other, you guys, like you who are whole, you who have found a like safe and sound, safe and secure identity within yourself, the love between people like that is usually much more calmer. It's not very fiery or airy. It's earthy. It's grounded. So good luck.